Senator Marsha Blackburn says she is talking to Tennesseans every single day. But who is she talking to, and what do those conversations look like? News Channel 5's Ben Hall is joining us now. Ben, Blackburn is the front runner in the Republican primary for governor, but she has refused to debate and she's rarely given interviews.
Well, that's right. And her campaign and history as a senator shed light on how accessible she'd be as governor. The 74-year-old does not seem comfortable in unscripted situations. You are refusing to debate your Republican opponents. Why won't you debate your Republican opponents?
We're talking to Tennesseans every single day, every single day.
Do voters have a right to hear from you? That was the answer Senator Blackburn gave repeatedly when we tried to ask her basic questions after an event last month. Do you support subsidies for companies like Starbucks?
Talking to Tennesseans every single day.
Are you uncomfortable talking about issues on this surrounding this campaign? Then why won't you sit down and do interviews? We've asked you for interviews multiple times.
We talk to Tennesseans every day.
Days after that, her campaign posted pictures of her talking with Tennesseans at a round table in East Tennessee where people asked questions. But News Channel 5 Investigates obtained this run of show for the event. No average Tennesseans were called on. All were elected officials or community leaders. They were given the topic to discuss with the senator in no more than 5 minutes. One speaker even had the question scripted, asking Senator Blackburn, why are you the best choice to make sure our small towns and communities thrive? Does this surprise you?
No, not at all. It's what we experienced here that day.
We showed the run of show to Eric Hernandez, who was a reporter with the Macon County Times in 2024 and covered Blackburn's listening tour when she came to Lafayette's City Hall. It was back before she announced her campaign for governor.
Yeah, she's not comfortable, in my opinion, answering random questions.
He and another reporter asked Blackburn's aide if they could interview her after she met with county leaders.
He said that if you have any questions, that you can ask. You can submit 3, she'll answer 1. And that's pretty much what we were in shock.
Hernandez said the senator's aide did not like that he brought a recorder, something he brought to all public events. On this day, when you walked in with a recorder that you always carry with you, what happened?
That's when I was approached by her aide and was asked not to record. Honestly, it was more like a demand.
He says he recorded anyway and that nothing dramatic happened, but he was struck by how unwilling Blackburn seemed to answer unscripted questions.
Other politicians come to town very forthcoming with, information or whatever we want to ask, so it was odd, to say the least.
Senator Blackburn has not done a public in-person town hall in nearly a decade. Her last one was in a tense, packed room in Fairview in 2017.
We're doing it for the good of the
She blames paid protesters for that embarrassment. But since then, her staff has carefully managed her appearances.
Her strategy, her team's strategy, is to avoid anything that she's not fully prepared and has a very specific, tight, short answer.
Longtime conservative political commentator Steve Gill said her staff may be worried about gaffes the 74-year-old might make in a debate or unscripted interview.
I mean, that was the complaint about Joe Biden, hiding in the basement. They had to do that with him because he didn't have the capacity to do it. And I think that whether it's fair or not, that's the comparison you're going to start seeing made of why is she hiding.
Do you plan to do any interviews? After the encounter at the elevator, Blackburn did a series of interviews. When asked by a Memphis reporter about whether she supports taxpayer subsidies for Starbucks, she said this.
That money will be recouped in payroll taxes in 6 months.
But Tennessee does not have an income tax or a payroll tax that could be used to offset the Starbucks subsidies. When questioned about why she won't debate, she said this.
And we have done plenty of these forums across the state.
But she has not appeared on stage with the other 2 candidates to answer questions in a forum or debate. It's led other campaigns to question where she is. And for Eric Hernandez, who now owns the web-based Macon County Sentinel and has not endorsed a candidate, he doubts Blackburn will become more open if she's elected governor.
So, I mean, it's her character 2 years ago, it's her character now, and it'll be her character if she became governor.
We really wanted to hear what her campaign would have to say about this, but despite asking early today, they have not yet responded.